everyone. Happy Thanksgiving. Well, for those of you who know of the American Thanksgiving, or are American and celebrate Thanksgiving, or are American and know about Thanksgiving but don't really care, it doesn't matter who you are or where you are. Happy Thanksgiving from me here in Higashi, Hiroshima, Japan. I still celebrate Thanksgiving somewhat here in Japan. Japan does have a kind of Thanksgiving Day very different than what you will find in America, but some of the principles are the same, and it's not as big a deal as Thanksgiving is in the US. But by my calendar, since Japan is actually ahead of the US in both date and time, it is technically Thanksgiving morning. This is the fourth Thursday in November, and for those not really familiar with how Thanksgiving is determined in America, it's not a particular date, like a day. Like Christmas is always December 25th. You know, Thanksgiving doesn't work that way. It's the fourth Thursday in November, so the actual date changes from year to year. It just so happens that today is the fourth Thursday in November, so it is Thanksgiving. And I just wanted to make a quick video to tell you what I'm thankful for. So the first thing is obvious. I'm thankful for you guys. I'm thankful for those of you who've not only subscribed, who followed my channel, commented, and left me some positive words of support, but I'm also thankful for those who've been able to go and do extra things like donate, and even further, come visit me. And even further than that, even more thankful for those of you who've had the ability and the kindness to actually come visit me at my house, and go so far as to go out of your way to travel to Hiroshima while I was in the hospital. I mean, think about how cool that is. If I had never started this YouTube channel, or if I had never taken the time to post what I posted, then I never would have met any of you, and I never would have had the extra help and the friends to come visit me in the hospital and to help me out. So I'm so glad just for all of that, just for the friendships that I've made and the positive comments I've received, and for the people who told me that my channel has helped them by providing some information or links to help in either getting to Japan, having an easier life in Japan, finding some answers while living in Japan, or finding an Akiya in Japan, a house in Japan, or whatever. Because I've been told many times by different people, Braden, you've helped me do this, or you helped me find the answer here, or you gave me the answer there, or you gave me something to think about, or you helped me avoid a problem here or there. Those things are really awesome, and that's something that I've always wanted to be able to do, no matter what I'm working on. If I'm making a movie, if I'm working a regular job, or if I'm just doing daily life things, I really want to be able to help people and know that from the feedback, or at least from the results, that I've been able to help them. And when you guys tell me directly or message me and say, you know, what you did here or there that helped me out, then I'm really appreciative, thankful of that. So all of that wrapped together, I just wanted to tell you that I'm thankful for that. It's the first thing that I think about today, and I want to make a quick video of it. I'm going to the onsen. I have a video that's going live tomorrow, and I actually shot that video yesterday, and in that video I mentioned going to the onsen. So this is going to be a little out of order, because I think on that video I say I'm going to realized today is Thanksgiving. I'd rather go to the onsen today and treat myself and relax. And my friend Bainley, who's my best friend in China, he is going to, well, he's my best friend in Taichung, China, that is. But he is going to call me. We're going to have a video chat around lunchtime. So I'm going to have a lunch video chat for Thanksgiving with my friend in Taichung. And I'm looking forward to that. Before that, of course, I'll clean up and relax at the onsen. But I figured now is a good time while I'm driving into town to tell you guys thank you so much for being here and for everything you've done to provide positive support and encouragement for me. And I hope that whatever I do in the future, whether it's, you know, at my house or with my studies in school or whatever, that I'm able to somehow encourage you, inspire you, at the very least offer some kind of entertainment or whatever. Whatever it is, I hope there's some value that you can find in what I'm doing, and that it helps you somehow. But that's pretty much it. That's all I wanted to say. I will add that I'm also thankful for, even though my health isn't where I want it to be, I want to be recovered. I want to have this tumor behind me and have all of these side effect problems behind me, like bleeding and pain and swelling and edema and anemia and all these things. I want to have all these things behind me. I want to have the pain from the kidney. I want to have that better, and I want to have it behind me. Whether I have to have my kidney taken out eventually, or whether I can heal it, I want to be better. But I am thankful that I was able to recover and get out of the hospital, and I'm able to walk around and do stuff, because I'm definitely moving around so much better than I was when I went to the hospital. Even the day that I got out of the hospital, I'm moving around a lot better than even at that point. So I'm really, really thankful for that. I'm trying to remember what it was like, try to keep that in mind, what it was like to be in so much pain and not to be able to move around and feel like I wanted to give up. Try to keep that in mind so that even when I don't feel motivated, I realize, hey, I can still move around, I can still do some stuff. And so I should be thankful for that, and I am. But on top of that, I thank you all for staying with me and supporting me in whatever way you can. I watched a video this morning. I didn't watch the whole video because I felt like the title versus the content was a little clickbaity, but it was the new Abroad in Japan video, and he talks about the next chapter, and I thought it was going to be something deep. I was hoping it was going to be something deep and thoughtful, but after a very quick reminiscing about what he's done in the past, he started talking about what's coming up. So it turned out to be just a plug for an upcoming highly produced series about traveling in North Japan with several other creators. And I was a little disappointed, so I didn't watch the whole thing. But it got me to thinking. I mean, he's got almost 3 million subscribers, and once again, it just kind of reminded me of the vast difference, or the differences, in what he's built over the years, and in the same time, what I've been doing in the past several years. And it is true that he's younger than I am, but it just reminds me of how this life that we live here, who knows how short or long it is. So if we really want to do something, then we should just go ahead and focus on it and do it, and not worry about the consequences, like if we're going to fail or not, or the outcome rather, not the consequences, but the outcome. Don't worry about failure or being laughed at, just as long as we're being honest and sincere, and just presenting things the way they are. And that's the main thing that I hope that I can do, that a channel like Abroad in Japan Japan is not doing, that what you're seeing is 100% real. More like Sam Sulik's channel, the guy that I mentioned in my other video. More like that, where what you're getting is real life, not highly produced, entertainment-focused dribble. I mean, you may not know this about me, but when I went back to school to finish my university degree, my major was fine arts history. I eventually decided to change my major because if you study to be a major in fine arts history, there's some extra required classes that you have to take. And of course, one of those is a language class. I really wanted to study Japanese, but my school at the time was nothing short of crappy when it came to language selection. Now think about this. Typically, American schools have at least French and Spanish as their offerings. But my university didn't even have French as an option. They just had Spanish, and one of the teachers added Hebrew. So those are the only two options I had. I could study Spanish or Hebrew. And Spanish is not bad, but like I said, it was useless to me because I was going to be going to Japan eventually. That was my plan. And there was nowhere for me to study Japanese. Now, if I could go back and do everything over, I would have gone to another school that had a film program and studied with not only in that program, but also Japanese. So a school that had a film program and Japanese. That's what I would have done. But I tried to stay where my daughter was so I could be around her. But that turned out to be completely useless because of various reasons. I wasn't able to even see my daughter as much as I'd wanted. So once again, I was putting other people before myself. And some people might think, well, that's good of you that you put your daughter first. But I don't believe that that's wise. When it comes to a very important career thing like where you're going to study and what you're going to do with your life, you can't put other people first, even your own daughter. So some people might, have said to me, I didn't move away for this job or this schooling because I didn't want to take my daughter away from this school. This school is good for her, or she has good friends there, or whatever, blah, blah, blah. But you're talking about your life, your career, your actual career, or your path in life. What you're going to study, you would hope to lay a path for your life and your career, right? And that's going to be better for you and ultimately better for your kids to follow that. So if you have to take your kids with you and go to that other city where that university is or that job is in order to better yourself and better your life and better their lives, then you absolutely must go. Don't try to put temporary relationships that your kids have with other people before an even bigger, more important decision. I think you need to weigh the whole thing. So each situation is different, right? So you might value where you're living and the relationships that you and your family have higher than going to get a job somewhere else or moving somewhere else for study. You might be able to study locally and settle for that, and it's actually a good option for you. Everybody's a little different, but for me, for many, many years, that's all I did over and over again was put other people and what I thought they wanted and what they wanted for me before myself. And ultimately, it didn't work out for me. Even the decision to stay in my hometown and study at a smaller university just so I could be close to my daughter, even that didn't work out. So just using that as an actual experience to show you that you really need to follow your gut and do what's in your heart to do. And it would have been so much better for me to go to a larger school somewhere else that offered Japanese language study and some kind of film program, and then I would have been better prepared when I came abroad. Whenever I came to Japan, I would have been well on my path to doing what I really love to do, and would have been more successful, happier, and maybe even I wouldn't have gotten a cancer tumor on my kidney, because I wouldn't have spent all those years doing stuff that I really didn't want to do for almost no money. Just my thought. So I'm grateful and thankful for the realizations that I've had. I hope that I can take this knowledge and go forward with it and improve my life, and just continue improving my life in every way. My health, my finances, my relationships, better and better and better. And one day, I really hope that I can see one of my films in the movie theaters, because that's the main goal that I want. I don't want to be like Chris Broad and have a really busy YouTube channel with 3 million subscribers. If I had 3 million subscribers to my YouTube channel, it's because I want it to be because they're following me to see what's coming next and to get updates here and there about what projects I'm working on and what I'm doing with my life, and not because I'm making multiple videos every week that are highly produced about traveling around Japan or something like that. You know, that's busy work and not what I'm interested in doing. I just want to do my best to stay real and true to myself, and then present that on YouTube. I guess that's all I have to say for now. I'm getting close to the onsen, and I want you guys to know that I appreciate you very much. Say once again, happy Thanksgiving. I love you all. Arigatou gozaimasu, and